I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Friends, family, and most importantly, class of 2020, welcome to your graduation. From day one of freshman year, we've all had 2020 vision, and we've looked forward to this day for 4 years. I never thought it would actually happen. Graduation was always something in the future, not something we'd have to get up on stage and get a diploma for. It's been 4 years of insane schedules, late nights, making friends, losing friends, and all those moments when we didn't think we'd actually make it. After all, that's high school. What makes us so different, though, is all the crazy stuff we've had to deal with. From principal changes to a pandemic, we've pretty much hit everything on the high school what-if list. Even graduation isn't what we expected. I thought the last football game would be the last time I was on this field. The uncertainty is what makes class of 2020 so impressive. For 4 years, even without a global pandemic, change has been working all around us. We rose to the occasion and rolled with the punches year after year. I know there's no group that's more prepared for any challenge than we are. I am proud to celebrate us and our resilience, and I am even more proud to introduce the most hardworking, intelligent, adaptable group of people to the world. Welcome to your day, class of 2020.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Daniel Sherlock, and it is my honor to stand here today and talk to you about our teen life and where we are going. Given the nature of this topic, you would expect this speech to be about the future of our class and all the success that lays ahead. However, the class of quarantine knows all too well that reality does not play out according to our expectations. Instead, in order to discuss the future of this class, we must first discuss the present events that will define the future of this generation. By all means, the year 2020 has been unprecedented. Students watched bushfires engulf the whole continent of Australia. We watched a battle between police and students barricaded in the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Then a novel coronavirus turned into a global pandemic when it escaped the botched handling of China. The class of 2020 watched the world go into immediate lockdown, followed by complete and total economic disaster. Now, our class watches protesters clash with police in the streets of our own hometown. The class of 2020 has been watching with impeccable vision, but as graduates, it is now our time to inherit the mantle of change, rebuild our communities, and bring people back together. We must face the uncomfortable debate of police brutality, government overreach, digital surveillance, climate change, and partisanship. But I have faith in the resilience of this class. Our generation yields the power of social media to express our political identity and uncover the truths hidden by the status quo. We will pioneer the commercialization of private spaceflight, define the new frontier of virtual reality, and automate our lives with 5G and artificial intelligence. If you were to ask me about teen life today and where we are going, I can only answer you with uncertainty. But it is these uncertain times that the class of quarantine has grown to be all too familiar with. Our seniors have lost the most anticipated events of our young life, and the dire situation of this world only seems to augment. But as we watch, the class of 2020 is learning. We are learning how to adapt to uncertainty and how to make the less than ideal situations work for us. We are learning how to take care of our own communities, and we are truly in this pandemic together. We are learning how to take a stand on injustice and make our voices heard on what we think is right. And we are learning how to take these lessons to action. The reality we find ourselves in will never be the reality that we expected it to be. But our class will be prepared to take on the mantle of change and define the future of the broken world that we inherited. My fellow students, it is now your job to rebuild the community, to bring fresh perspectives and new ideas, because we are no longer watching on the sidelines, but we are taking an active role in constructing this society. So, to the class of 2020, congratulations on your graduation, and I wish you luck in the future. But I ask you, how will you make a mark on this world?
As we are here today, celebrating our graduation, I think that it is important that we recognize everyone who has made our journey these past 4 years possible. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank the Lake Brantley teachers and staff for not only teaching us math, history, and yes, even computer science, but for helping us to discover our true passions and for being there for us when we need them the most. I would like to thank the teachers that open their doors during lunches, even if they don't actually teach anyone who ends up eating lunch with them. I would like to thank the teachers who go above and beyond, hosting study sessions at Panera's and throwing seemingly endless donut parties during hard testing weeks. Everyone at our school, the guidance counselors, coaches, school resource officers, custodians, bus drivers, and administrators, they are all teachers at their core. They all have something to teach us about life, about our futures, and about how we should go about them. Even as the current events have completely uprooted all of our lives, our teachers have stayed consistent, helping us to focus ourselves on graduating and achieving the bright futures that life still holds for us. If my 4 years of high school and 18 years of being a teacher's kid has taught me anything, it's that your teachers don't care about the grades you make or who you hang out with. They care about you. For that, I would like to thank every person working at Lake Brantley High School.
From hurricanes to pandemics and difficult exams, the Lake Brantley class of 2020 is no stranger to disaster, but we have also been no stranger to the ability to overcome. The Patriots of 2020 have, without a doubt, met the challenge, and we have also shown determination, integrity, and persistence these 4 years. I believe all of us can look back on our high school years with pride. We've all branched out, made new friendships, had new experiences, and learned so much about ourselves. When I think back to my first day of high school, it's like I'm imagining a stranger. While getting to know new people and taking new classes, I've also got to know myself better. I've watched childhood friends grow into adults as parents and teachers become mentors. We are graduating Lake Brantley with a new sense of self, because we have learned to rise above the hardships of adolescence and have grown into stronger and more outspoken people. I believe that when it comes to the future of Lake Brantley class of 2020, no obstacle will keep us from the dreams we want to accomplish. 10 years from now, we won't remember the grogginess we felt in first period or the stress during exam week, but we will remember the cheering at a football game, the late nights laughing with friends, or the camaraderie of a study session at Panera. Although the end of our senior year was not what we always imagined or expected, we have all found ways to make the best of the situation and persevere through these hard times. While it's a sad occasion to close this chapter of our lives, our new lives are just beginning. And although our futures may be filled with uncertainty and trepidation, I can say with confidence that the Lake Brantley class of 2020 has and always will meet the challenge.
Hello, class of 2020. I want to first just welcome and say what an amazing journey and experience it was for us to finally get to this monumental stage in our life. My name is Woo Bin Cho, and tonight I have the honor of introducing my best friend and salutatorian of class of 2020, Arjun Mahamkali. I first met Arjun in 3rd grade, and I remember it like yesterday. You can just imagine 2 tiny Asian boys running around playing tag during recess, and of course, as all of the boys did back then, race. And obviously, I would beat Arjun every time, but that is not the point. Even at that young age, I could instantly see the competitiveness and drive that Arjun possessed. He was always one of the brightest kids in our class, not only in academics, but also spirit and personality. Arjun is one of the most intelligent people I know, always excelling with flying colors in the highest level courses, with countless conquered APs under his belt. However, I believe Arjun is not special because of his academics, but because of his ability to connect with people, the ability to light up any room he enters, and his special gift to make everyone laugh. I believe 10, 20 years down the line, we will not remember, oh Arjun, the kid who had 4.66 GPA with 1500 SAT score, but as a friend who would get us in countless troubles with our calc teacher for making us laugh too loud, the friend who said he can ice skate but actually couldn't, so we had to hold his hand the entire time, the friend who would give me Indian food every time I went over to his house, and many more good memories that portrayed his kind, caring, carefree, glowing character, as many of you already know. I will now conclude quickly as I've exposed some of Arjun's little embarrassments, but here are some of his great achievements. He was the youth director for the Pure Youth organization. He was the Mu Alpha Theta secretary. He was the French club treasurer, the National Honor Society's officer. He was part of the varsity bowling team, the Brantley boys, track and field team, and much more. Ladies and gentlemen, I now welcome Arjun Mahamkali.
Hello, class of 2020. I am honored to represent our class as this year's Salutatorian, and I thank Lake Brantley faculty and staff for giving me this opportunity. In 2001, my parents left their home country, India, in hopes of providing me with a better future and better opportunities to success. They didn't want me to experience the same struggles they did when they were children. From a young age, my parents tried to instill in me the values of hard work and diligence. Coming into high school, I thought that studying hard, getting good grades, getting into a good college, and getting a good job was all there was to it. I'm a person that likes to see everything through the lens of opportunity, and coming into high school, I thought my only opportunities to succeed were to take the hardest AP classes and get the highest GPA. As time went on, my biggest regret in high school would be not being as involved as I would have liked to have been in my freshman and sophomore year. For the first 2 years of high school, I treated it as merely a gateway to college and turned a blind eye to all opportunities that were presented before me. By the end of sophomore year, I vowed to make a change in my life and let go of all my insecurities and tried to take advantage of all Brantley had to offer. High school is so much more than a gateway to college. It's a time where you find yourself and your values. These 4 years serve as the time period where we as people build prototypes of our character and values that we will carry with us into college and the rest of our lives. These 4 years are meant for us to try new things, step out of our comfort zone, and to take risks. Freshman Arjun never would have thought he'd be involved in sports or go to dances and do things like powder puff or dress up in a ridiculous morph suit and make a fool of himself at pep rallies and parades. It is important to take opportunities that help grow your character or provide a memorable experience that you can look back on in the future and think to yourself, I'm really glad I did this. Opportunities don't always have to bring about achievements. Sometimes it's okay to take an opportunity that just adds a little bit more color to your life. I sincerely hope that even though we as the class of 2020 are going through some tough times, that we keep our heads high and look to the future. Thank you, and I wish you all the best of success.
Hello, I am Steve Presley, and today I have the honor of introducing our class of 2020 valedictorian, Aditya Campella. I have been given this moment to talk a little bit about him and his accomplishments. Aditya is a longtime friend of mine, and I share memories with him going all the way back to Bear Lake Elementary School. His intellect and abilities were always evident from a young age. In fact, a memorable moment I have was looking up at the reading counts leaderboard, seeing my name midway up the board, thinking that I was something special, just to realize that Aditya was at the top the entire time. I came to Brantley my sophomore year, and in just 3 years, I have had 7 class periods with him, which, if you discount my shabby attendance record, amounts to over 1,000 hours of class time with him. So I have gotten to know him fairly well. He is certainly a math and computer science genius, but his ability to bring joy and make me laugh on any given day, regardless of my mood, is what will always stick with me. His humility is also remarkable. When I asked him about his proudest accomplishments, he didn't bring up the fact that he was valedictorian or his numerous AP 5s, or even the fact that he was going to Cornell, but rather he discussed failing the chemistry and US history AP exams. He somehow manages to be both the prod and the butt of all his jokes, something I will surely miss as he moves to Ithaca. Perhaps my favorite memory will be sitting around the table as we listen to a recording of him absolutely shredding his top band scales. Or maybe it was going bowling with him as he showed me the right way to army crawl up to the lane. Maybe it was even meeting him at the court to see him intentionally miss 10 layups just so that he could pad his rebound stats. Nonetheless, He has been a tremendous student and an even better character, and we all look forward to seeing what his future holds. Ladies and gentlemen, our class of 2020 valedictorian, Aditya Campella.
Thank you, Steve, for those kind words. I don't think anyone has ever spoken so highly of me. I am truly honored and humbled to call you a good friend and fellow classmate. Dear faculty, staff, students, family members, and most of all, the graduating class of 2020. Welcome to this year's graduation ceremony. We are gathered here today to celebrate the accomplishments of some of the brightest students I have had the pleasure of knowing, and despite the tumultuous journey to this point, we've made it. 4 years ago, I couldn't imagine that this is how we would be graduating, in the middle of a pandemic. Yet, I believe the class of 2020 has come out stronger because of it. Never before has a graduating class had to work so hard and lose so many important memories and persevere in spite of it all. Many of us were looking forward to prom, senior skip day, and most of all, a graduation at the Addition Financial Arena. And while there is much that we have missed, I believe there are also so many memories and so much knowledge we have gained these past 4 years. After waiting until the last minute to write this speech, I thought long and hard about what to say to you all, the class of 2020. I wondered, does having the highest GPA give me the authority to tell you what to do? And the answer is no. The grades earned in classes are not equivalent to meaningful life experiences we have all gained throughout high school. I could tell you, don't steal, don't do drugs, make good choices, but many of those things have already been told to you by others in your life. So instead of telling you what you should do, I'll talk about a few lessons I have personally learned during my high school experience. 1. Procrastination and putting off things, while gratifying in the short term, is not the move. 2. Always be grateful for your support system. They have jumped through hoops to get you to where you are now, and will continue to be your biggest fans in all your future endeavors. 3. Ask questions. It's okay not to know the answer to everything. After all, we're only human. 4. Work smart, not hard. Sometimes the solution is right in front of you. 5. Dream big and work to fulfill those dreams. Shatter your own glass ceiling. Although we may be leaving behind high school, I hope the class of 2020 doesn't leave behind the friends, family, and values that we've obtained over the course of these 4 years. I don't think anyone could have predicted the roller coaster of events we have gone through, and I know we will tackle all our future endeavors with the same resilience and push on through these trying times. Congrats, class of 2020. Go forth and conquer.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I am looking forward to declaring all of you who make graduation requirements graduates of Seminole County Public Schools. I know the pandemic has caused this to be a most challenging and disappointing way to end your senior year. But I have to say, I've been impressed with all the creative ways you celebrated your 13 years of hard work. Please know that your principals, school administrators, and teachers have worked tirelessly to make this year as special as possible. With an alternate prom, alternate graduation, and even a virtual graduation date. How about lighting up your football fields and all the parades to recognize you? Please know that I am very proud of you and wish you well for a great future and a life filled with happiness. Find your passion, make a difference, and enjoy the next stage of your life. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hello, I'm Abby Sanchez, Seminole County School Board member, and I would like to congratulate the class of 2020 from Lake Brantley High School. I offer all of you good wishes as you move on from Seminole County Public Schools and hope that all of your dreams come true. I know many of you personally from either being your teacher or going to Sable Point Elementary and Rock Lake, as well as many of your families from Lake Brantley. I have been truly blessed to know you and your families. I know that we are going through challenging times, and we will always have challenges that we have to go through. But I believe in each and every one of you, and each and every one of you have amazing gifts to offer. So continue to rise and continue to believe in yourself. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce Brian Blazewicz, the principal of Lake Brantley High. Go for it and go Patriots!
Have you ever had that cool, relatable uncle? Maybe he's a little weird because he eats his Oreos in a certain way. Or maybe it's because he keeps a statue of a bus in his office that he found in a random classroom. You know, the kind of quirky but caring and calm under pressure uncle. That uncle of Lake Brantley is our principal, Mr. Blazewitz. Mr. Blazewitz blazed his way into pressing both the staff and the students in his first year, facing one obstacle after another. Whether it has to do with lockdown drills, addressing vaping, or dealing with rapid changes, including construction, his swift response and ability to adapt has allowed the students and staff to feel safe and secure, one of the most important qualities in a leader. His calm persona roots the school in stability, and his desire to better education has pushed the school for improvement. Rather than being cooped up in an office, you can often see him around campus, getting to know the students and seeing what personally goes on. It isn't easy, and even more so when working in an NP campus during the time of COVID-19. He managed to successfully spearhead the course this year, navigating the complicated worlds of digital technology to implement changes towards the health and safety of students, staff, and parents. He is guided by the best interests of the students, bringing us together and uniting us in a time of need. I would like to end this with a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt that I feel encompasses the leadership of Mr. Blazewitz. A good leader inspires people to have confidence in the leader, but a great leader inspires people to have confidence in themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, our principal, Brian Blazewitz.
Good evening, and welcome to the Lake Brantley High School Class of 2020 Graduation Commencement Ceremony. I am so proud to be here with you all to celebrate you and your accomplishments as students at Lake Brantley. The LBHS Class of 2020 will always hold a special place in my heart. Besides being my first graduating class as a principal, I will never forget the way that you all accepted me into your family this year. From day one, I was welcomed with open arms, and I will never forget that. Now, there is so much to love about this class of 2020. You all are filled with incredible traits that will serve you all well in the quote-unquote real world. Now, when I think back and reflect on this class as a whole, I'll always remember your kindness. Students like Trey and Emily, Luke and Carson, Kylan and Aubrey, Colin, Chris, Samaris, Cassie, Anthony, and Colby. I will forever be in awe of how you all persevered through everything this year threw at you, like Chandler, Jasmine, Zion, and Cameron, Austin, Kyle, Faith, Ian, and Dalton. I'll never forget your humor and how Madison, Haley, Nick, Ned, Daniel, and DeMarcus could always lighten the mood with a quick joke or two. And I'll always remember you all for how tough you were in the face of adversity. Students like Travis and Ashley, Devin, Christian, Angel, Jason, and Tanika. I'll forever respect how you all stepped up to lead our school in a time of transition. Students like Tuval, Sabrina, Joelle, Rachel, Santi, Cole, and Paola. And maybe the most important quality of all, I'll never forget how honest you all were with me. Students like Caleb and Angie, Joseph and Sam, Taryn, Austin, Ariana, Phoebe, and Zoe. Through the good and the bad, you showed me how committed you were to making Lake Brantley a better place when you left it than it was when you started. Now, as all of you know and have experienced, this year was unlike any year in the history of public education. And it just so happened to fall in the most important year of your lives to date. From COVID-19 to the civil rights protests happening everywhere in the country, it has been a year of extreme transition for all of us. And it's natural to be angry about what's happening and selfishly for us, what it took away from your senior year experience. But when we look back in however many years, you will always be remembered for the graduating class that changed the world. Instead of canceling 2020, let's embrace 2020. A year so transformative, so raw, so uncomfortable, that it breaks down the barriers, explicit or implicit, and forces us to grow together. A year that demands honest, truly honest self-reflection, even if that means you allowing yourself to be receptive to other people showing you your blind spots. If there's any graduating class I've ever seen that is capable of changing the world this way, it's this one. People are listening, and they're listening to you, and that's a powerful tool to have at your disposal. Use it wisely, and with the same character traits that you have proven to me time and time again that you already have. Never lose sight of how important you are in this community. You are now, and will always be, graduates of Lake Brantley High School. And that is something that you all should be proud of, forever and always. Be kind, persevere, be funny, be tough, lead, and always, always be honest with yourself and others. I'll never forget this year in this class for the rest of my life, and I'm honored to have been a small part of your lives. So to the class of 2020 from Lake Brantley High School, it is now time to officially move on from these halls. Go do great things and represent us well. I know you will. I love you all, and for the last time as students and the first time as alumni, go Patriots.
Jasmine Abram. Daniel Acosta. Carter Wayne Adams. John Christian Adams. Angelique D. Adi. Robert Augusto. Jairo Agudelo. Madison Riley Ahern. Prince Jr. Akodia. Ariana Marie Elaine. Tyler Anthony Albert. Connor Daniel Albrechtson. Lindsay N. Alexander. Muhammad Abdullah bin Ali. Lauren Alonso. Nadalyn Z. Amaya Aguayo. Samantha Avery Anderson. Catalina Arboleda. Juan Arboleda Garcia. Alexander Ethan Ardiles. Jacqueline Elizabeth Arnold. Harvey Ariechi Lopez. Mari Clara Arroyo Machin. Matthew Artega. Enrique Otavio Artman. Nicholas Kane Ashworth. Kaylin J. Ossenheimer. Russell Avalanosa. Cameron Tyler Ayers. Michael E. Babin. Alex David Baquero. Bailey Grace Bearcat. Ashley Nicole Barron. Natalie Barona. Brooke Caitlin Barron. Tuval Amit Bashir. Thomas Allen Batchelor. Leticia Batista Guerra. Gabriela Beatriz Beltran. Julian E. Beltry. Valerie Beltray. Lauren Bengiat. Reese Michael Bennett. Tristan Ryan Binsfield. Jan Benyamin. Natalia Arles Bermudez de la Hoz. Justin Michael Bernard. Justice John Berry. Stephen B. Berthol. Elia Alexandria Betancourt. Benjamin Gunnar Black. Corey Zachary Bleakley. Nathaniel Jordan Bacuzo. Hunter William Botto. Medley Catherine Bone. Angela June Bowling. Logan August Bowling. Sabrina Huertas Bonadillo. William J. Bonnet. Levi Easton Boone. Lindsay Marie Boostrom. Peyton Ashley Bordeaux. Brandon Kwame Boyer. Caleb Anthony Bronda. Nicholas James Brandenburg. Kiera Cantrice Brantley. Ryan Christopher Brooks. Walter Broomfield. Kylie Brown. Nicholas Robert Brown. Rudolph Brown. Zachary Carl Brown. Zoe Mai Tai Brown. Dylan J. Brownlow. Daniel Lee Bryant. Alasia Shauna Bowie. Grace E. Burke. Mac Nevin Butera. Veronica Andrea Calderon. Maria Eduarda Camara Gali. Austin Donald Campbell. Aaron Kaylin Campbell. Leonardo Andres Campero Colina. Justice A. Carlson. Ryan Cooper Carty. Melis Casanova. Carson Lewis Cashian. Samara Nicole Castanon. Nathan Rafael Sedano. Keisha Cesaire. Evan Mackenzie Chang. Luke Jameson Chase. Craig Cherubin. Ainsley Lynn Childs. Woobin Cho. Lauren Marie Christine. Shay Lee Christensen. Sophia Noel Chubb. Valeria Silo Anzola. Anna Gayani Sink Mars. Urelis Michelle Cintron. Lawrence Joseph Cirillo. Alicia N. Sereno. Marla Cius. Valentina Claretti. Ella Rachel Colley. Mia A. Cullen. Rocio Colon Medina. Braden Alexander Conway. Kaylee Nicole Cook. McKenna Paige Cooney. Mila Grace Korn. Anna Maria Catello Larea. Courtney Danielle Kramer. Zachary T.L. Krim. Carly Raquel Crocker. Iris Nicole Cruz. Brianna Michelle Colari. Dominic J. Curtin. Kate Ann Curley. Rafael Henrique de Costa de Carvalho. Joao Casio C. da Silva. Faya Daniels. Kylan Tyree Davis. Jasmine De La Rosa Rusil. America Isabel De Leon Jimenez. Zaria Shanice DeBose. Kayla DeCall. Bradley D. Delfiaco. Grace Nessa Denizard. Jonathan Michael DePaulo. Jason John DeQuatro. Devin Michael Dursa Altine. Aubrey Alara Detman. Zachary Arthur Detmer. Derail Theophilus DeVoe. Cecilia Elizabeth Diaz. Daniel Andres Diaz. Isabel Diaz. Jaracelis Janice Diaz. Odessin A. Diaz. Tyler C. Diaz. Carla Diaz Vasquez. Morgan Diane Dickens. Mason Thomas Dirks. Jaden Lang Doling. Jacob Robert Doolittle. Thomas Sean Dowd. Emily Noel Drum. Paul Francis Ducote. Sa Mani Emmanuel. Angie Enamorado Fuentes. Logan T. Engel. Claudia Grisel Escalante Rodriguez. Emily T. Escobar. Jason Chandler Espina. Andrea Estefan. Daniel Estrada. Amado Anthony Estremera. Benjamin J. Ebelev. Kobe Dean Ayal. Charlotte Isabella Farr. Astrid Marie Faulkner. Reynaldo Felipe Gonzalez. Zachary Fenimore. Victoria Enid Fernandez. Isabel Fernandez Pettit. Taryn Winter Lee Fields. Riley Blair Fleming. JC Ivelez Flores. Joel David Fonseca. Mark Daniel Fontanez. Hannah Rose Fosno. Miguel Angel Franjul Baez. Ana Paola Franquez Garcia. Carson Garrett Freeman. Kenneth Roy Friedel. Caitlin Rose Friedman. Haley Nicole Gehring. Aaliyah Yasmin Garcia. Isabella Annette Garcia. Lionel Garcia. Juan Diego Garcia Moreno. Hawaii Hannah Gardner. Alexander Michael Garofalo. Victoria Alexandria Garrick. Jeremiah Vernon Garrison. Morgan Julia Gaynor. Megan Rose Galuso. Alexandra Marie George. Teodora Shasheva Georgieva. Jacqueline Ann Gerber. Sophia Anna Durana. Mackenzie Nicole Gilbert. Jordan Elise Gill. Cameron Alexis Gilliland. Tyreek Gist. Jeffrey Brooks Gladding. Alexandra Golovina. Brooklyn Gomez. Tatiana Janeth Gonzalez. Valeria Gonzalez. Riley Ann Graber. Benjamin James Grady. Javon Tyrell Graham. Carly Kai Graham. Damian Isaiah Grissom. Colin Eric Grossman. Zachary Davis Group. Ariana Rose Grill. Mason Lee Gwist. Jonathan Gutman Hansen. Andres Guzman. Genesis Cialo Guzman. Caitlin Evelyn Nicole Guzman. Anthony Daniel Hall. Joshua M. Hall. Logan Reed Hamby. Xavier Marco Hanbury Fermaint. Madison Marie Harris. Alan Paul Harrison. Kyle Christopher Heiser. Isabel Marie Henderson. Mackenzie John Hinkle. Ricardo Tadeo Heredia. Anissa M. Hernandez. Giselle Hernandez. Joseph Anthony Hernandez. Frank Louis Hernandez Perez. Santiago Hernandez Sanchez. Anderson Kenneth Hidalgo Laranza. Natalie Rachel Heber. Catherine Elizabeth Hill. Riley Christine Heinz. Fop Kanga Hwangi. Emma Hobson. L. Marie Holdren. Emerson Elizabeth Holly. Olivia Elise Hollingshead. Natalie Nicole Houston. Michaela P. Howard. Allison Jean Hubbard. Patricia Marie Hudak. Dion Kevin Hughes. Ethan Scott Hewick. Porter Reed Huick. Alex Enrique Iglesias. Sandy Osman Ishek. Catherine M. Isidore Molina. Sahir Sami Iscaros. Michael D. Jakubowski. Umran Saeed Jamil. Nicholas Jativa. Haley Rose Jenkins. Aurora Raquel Jimenez Castro. Samantha Marie Johansson. Jock Caleb Johnson. Gianna Barbara Johnson. Keaton James Johnson. Cameron Dean Johnston. Jade Alexis Johnston. Gabriella Atina Jones. Haley Nicole Jones. Jasmine Diane Jones. Kyla Raquel Jones. Anaya Josephine Joseph. Blade C. Carlson. Samantha Rose Kymack. Christopher Pierce Kennan. Ty Kev. Avery Carol Kidd. Taylor Alexander Kirkland. Ashley Elizabeth Klingenberg. Emily Jane Klingenberg. Jordan Rose Knapp. Aditya Parthu Kampela. Alyssa Imajin Kuhn. Hersimrat Singh Kuner. Cameron Cowenhoven. Caitlin Emmy Kozak. Molly K. Kucharski. Jack Frederick Ryan Kurtz. What to sign Nathan Latch? Aubrey Lancaster. Alexa Jordan Landa. Kelly Rose Landis. Caliph Langston. Faith Lapp. Jessica Lara. Juan Pablo Lazo. Madison Marie Lazopina. Colin Andre Lee. Jannard Xavier Lee. Megan Elizabeth Lainert. California M. Lemon. Devin Michael Lennon. Travis Anthony Lesko. Jalen Lester. Matthew Philip Lester. Avery Joseph Lewis. Casey Ryan Lewis. Owen Patrick Lewis. Logan S. Lichtenberger. Elizabeth Ann Lenartis. Amaya Linton. Xiang Qiang Lu. Madison Joy Simone Long. Marietta E. Long. Jasmine M. Lopez. Roland Adrian Lopez. Alexander Jose Lopez Gonzalez. Austin Jacob Lounsbury. Zaven Jakai Lovett. Jordan Simone Lowe. Zion Lowe. Alaya Vivian Lucas Nkansa. Grant Richard Lust. Amanda Nicole Lutzi. Andre Luis Dalira Machado. Arjun Srinivas Mahamkali. Elliot Paul Mayer. Aaron Scott Makaravich. Jai Malik. Sebastian Roman Malpica. Megan Nicole Manko. Elena Adia Manigalt. Isabella Marin. Desiree Ann Martinez. Jorge Antonio Martinez Duani. Christian Andres Mayoral Villas. Ashton Lee McCann. Joseph John McCormick. Samuel Peter McCormick. Hannah Ray McCullough. Devin Logan McGee. Fiona Grace McIntosh. Skylar Ray McKenzie. Hannah McWhorter. Alejandro Aden Medina. Aurora Medina Dominguez. Gabrielle Pilar Mina. Gianni Mendez Torres. Elijah Shaheem Mirzoian Santana. Lillian Ganell Messer. Miles Xavier McCallick. Hunter Austin Mick. Veronica Mikhail. Emma Mary Miller. Caitlin Grace Miller. Logan Robert Miller. Madison Elizabeth Mitnick. Nicholas Alexander Moffett. Sean Edward Mojica. Victoria Annette Moldson. Samaras Tana Morales Melendez. Camila A. Morantes Gomez. Dana T. Morantes Gomez. Genevieve Marie Morris. Jordan Marissa Moser. Callista Ann Mueller. Joshnell Munoz Rivera. Carmen Lydia Muriel. Cameron Tyrone Murphy. Cassandra Elizabeth Muse. Pierce Caleb Nace. Noah Jacob Napolitano. Rachel Ann Narvaez. Ariana Nascimento. Hannah Hisham Nasheed. Natalia Elizabeth Negron. Jarek Omar Negron. Mai Ngan Tuong Nguyen. Phoebe Madison Nicholson. Anna Marie Nieves. Geraldo Daniel Nieves. Ryan Matthew Nolan. Catherine Faith Noonan. Brooke McKenna Norman. Lindsay Nowak. Isaac R. Ogondo. Emily Catherine Ogle. Alicia Marie Orr. Destiny M. Ortiz. Marcus Javier Ortiz. Ariel A. Ortiz Casillas. Daniela Noel Ortiz Rivera. Peyton Riley Oxley. Jeremiah Pagan. Catherine M. Patoja Sotomayor. Gavin Nicholas Penzella. Luigi Christopher Parfait. Cole Anderson Parnell. Jaleese Y. Perilla. Grayson Elizabeth Patriarca. Jordan Lynn Patton. Kevin Thomas Paul. Alexa Belin Paz. Rachel Shia Peacock. Anna Isabel Pena. Luis Perdomo Hernandez. Tatiana Elena Perea Ayala. Brianna Joy Pereira. Daniela Lauren Pereira. Gabriel Estevan Perez. Brandon Dale Perkins. Christian Thomas Perry. Allison Marie Fannerstill. Santiago Jesus Pichardo Ledesma. Lanisha Pierre. Andres Jesus Pineda Segovia. Jude Jose Pino. Alexander Ricardo Pinto. Emma Piscatelli. Ryan Michael Politowicz. Isaac Ponjevic. Noah Portello. Ned Harris Presley. Matthew Nazario Oren Puebla. Paige Elizabeth Pugliese. Nancy Quero. Anthony Quillada. Giselle Marie Quillis. Alexander James Quinones. Antonella Quiroz. Sir Jalen Idurez Radford. Alanis Ramirez Mendez. Layla Kiana Ramos. Raymond Alexander Regalado. Lane Register. Lisa Rebecca Rachelson. Gabriel Ernesto Reyes. Sonia Marie Reyes. Jeremy Caleb Richardson. Alexa Drew Rydell. Daniela I. Riera Gomez. Braden William Rigby. Cecilia Isabella Rivas. Adriana N. Rivera. Annalise Jolie Rivera. Ariana Elise Rivera. Ashlyn Rivera. George Rivera. Monica A. Rivera. Christina Elizabeth Roa. Courtney Paige Roberts. Joshua Lee Roberts. Alexis D. Rodriguez. Isaac J. Rodriguez. Melanie Cheryl Rodriguez. Melanie Rodriguez. Victoria Ruth Rodriguez. Paola Nicole Rodriguez Ramos. Sahira Rodriguez Rojas. Alicia Rodriguez Seguinot. Jennifer Lynn Rodell. Fabian Paolo Rojas. Andrea Romero. Sam Anderson Romine. Zachary Stewart Roos. Destiny Ilia Rosa. Evalis Marie Rosario. Allison Mary Rosenberg. Noah David Rossetti. Kara Ann Roth. Hayden Parker Rowland. Spencer Michael Rudd. Holly Marie Sacca. George Nagy Sabet Salib. Christian Samples. Nicole Andrea San Martin. Marian A. Sanchez Lopez. Margaret A. Sandoval Barrias. Anayansi Santiago. Adam Ramos Santos. Jordan Seth Santos. Raymond Joseph Santos. Eric Richard Schaefer. Angel Schlosser. Haley Schlosser. Aaron M. Schmutz. Jason Sefik. Gabriel Sepulveda Sosa. Gabriel Shamam. Annabella Mia Shanks. Daniel Lee Sherlock. Jacob Martin Shoemate. Jordan Brianna Sierra. Sergio F. Sierra. Ian Thomas Sykes. Yaretzi Rose Silva. Sean Hunter Silverberg. Jennifer Sabrina Simon. Aaliyah Janae Smith. Cora Grace M. Smith. Dalton Stephen Smith. Tamaya Denazia Smithson. Camilla Sosa Rodriguez. Jean Givon Soto Valentin. Alana Spagnol. Ashley Michelle Spaeth. Jared Thomas Speak. Dylan Brian Stanley. Zadie Elise Stanley. Alexis Hope Staudenmayer. Alicia Beth Steffi. Aiden James Stein. Jotasha Lachey Stevens. Michael William Sudamak. Riley Jacob Sullivan. Slade William Sullivan. Daniel Joseph Sumner. Michaela Yvonne Swainson. Jordan Swallow. Aiden Lee Sylvia. William J. Shazini. Mauricio Alejandro Tabarez Jimenez. Molly Catherine Tarleton. Cara Star Tettons. Molly Ellen Taki. Sadia Khan Thakur. Joseph Matthew Thomaston. Haley Rayan Tempe. Carol A. Temperio. Zachary Scott Tippett. Brennan Shane Tolliver. Ariel Torgeman. Elijah Anthony Torres. Tanika Torres. Redelice Crystal Torres Martinez. Julian M. Tosado. Nam Tran. Vian Tri Tran. Russell Kenneth Treader. Alfonso Tronconis Morales. Samantha Elizabeth Truhan. Philip Albert Tua. Brandon Anthony R. Tulayo. Patrick Joshua Adriano Tumbos. Colby Turner. Victoria Alexandra Turner. Christopher Clay Ulmer. Gadiel Jose Valentin Sanabria. Alicia Vanterpool. Sandra J. Varela Rodriguez. Angel Lee Vargas. Rayani J. Vargas. Sebastian Andre Vasquez Guzman. Anissa Natalia Velasquez. Dylan L. Velez. Caroline Vera. Bailey Elizabeth Vick. Emma Micaiah Vick. Tina Monique Villanueva. Dylan Villanueva Sylvia. Christian Daniel Vincent. Emily Vincent. Quentin Paul Vachia. Sarah Marie Vradanina. Jaden Christopher Wacker. Kiera Vashon Walker. Micaiah C. Walker. Eric Michael Wallace. Elizabeth Claire Walls. Austin A. Walsh. Mason J. Walton. Logan Tanner Wash. Sky Nicole Washington. Sean Michael Weathers. Jordan Michael Weaver. Maxwell Glenn Webster. Ashley Lee Weinstein. Zachary Weiss. Devin Michael Welsh. Tyler David Welch. Mason N. Winsell. Anna Catherine Wesley. Sierra Nicole West. Asher Carter Wetzel. Kennedy Wharton. Lance Preston Wheeler. Alexis Weidman. Alexis Weidman. Andres Augustine Wilches. Zoe Grace Wilhoit. Aubrey Rain Wilkes. Olivia Lee Williams. Colton Donovan Williams. Elizabeth Jordan Williams. Gabriel Richard Williams. Isaiah Charles Williams. Jakaria L. Williams. Leah S. Williams. Frederick A. Wilson. Paul John Winans. Dionisio Delphi Winbush. Claire Anita Wist. Joelle Brooke Wittig. Hannah Noel Wood. Zachary E. Wood. Chloe Elizabeth Wright. Aaron Yaffe. Alexandra Shea Yankee. Carson James Yore. Jonathan Lee Zettelmoyer. Amber Marie Zeno. Zoe Henrique Zwart.
This concludes our Lake Brantley High School 2020 virtual graduation commencement ceremony. Thank you, and as always, go Patriots.